In today's episode, we will be going over some of the best highlights from the matchup between FlyQuest and PSG Talon during the play-ins of the 2024 MSI. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
For that, they'll know where he is. And just steps in. Reaction by Busio, inspired. Stops his feet, Busio hooks the wall. Still, Ginger's going to get across the wall. Double flash out from FlyQuest as well as they look for more, and Ginger falls for first.
To this one.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And honestly, though, still getting the kill and getting the kill credit onto Masu here.
But Busio has no flash now. He's locked up, stunned up, and rooted by the PSG bot lane. Woody falling low. Red buff on Masu. Masu still has the flash to get away. He can even keep trading on here. The FlyQuest bot lane 2-0 on Masu. Bwippo stepping across here.
Canceled his.
Bwippo pops the ghost, and Woody comes in time to land the knocker, but look for the Q3 as well from the 3-talon spike, knocked back. Aja with the path maker. There's Ginger once again on the grubs, seeing PSG be a much more grub-focused team rather than a dragon-focused team. FlyQuest will take the first of the game.
Like their comp scales super well into PSG's composition straight up because Olaf absolutely murders Xin.
Maple,
there we go.
Inspired shield, there's the shockwave as well. Maple locked up for the moment. Ginger on his way. Can Maple survive? Mentioned in a flame, not enough to keep him alive as Inspired could be locked up here. Does so.
Some split pushing going, some side laning going or something. Open it up that way before they can really crack this game.
They've also maneuvered their top and mid around the map. Hook gonna land here as Woody locked up for a second. Ginger dives onto Masu. TP in. There's the Magnet Storm. Counter TP as well by Maple behind Betty's already killed off Busio. Jensen trying to get away, but focus resolved from Maple will lock him up. Face call out as Woody escapes. Going back in. The Ragnarok from Bwippo, keeping him alive for the moment. Not knocked up. All out from Aja as Betty continues to open up and can't quite find the damage. Shockwave means that Aja.
Bwippo arrives and he pops his Ragnarok. They get close enough to the tower that Aji actually has to ult in trying to use his Cassante ultimate. Definitely a bit of a blunder there, and gets assassinated as well. And
really hard for PSG to find an advantageous fight. Maple pushing in here will get a plate, but what is the collapse? Inspired spotted. Jensen already here has the shockwave. No flash for him as Maple puts down the focus resolve to try and keep Jensen away. Good shockwave. Right on the edge of it is Inspired. Now joins the fray. No flash, remember, but all he needs is to ping that flail down. Jensen takes the kill.
Yeah, they've kind of
creeping into this jungle. Inspired and Bwippo here to help. Jensen as well. Maple trying to get away. Bwippo running forward with the ghost. Flash away by Maple. Depth charge going in. The Magnet Storm, but still Maple unable to escape this. He's locked up. FlyQuest get the kill. The tower short to follow afterwards as Masu in the mid lane defending against Junja and Betty, and with a TP invested. Jensen here. Where are you going to go? They're looking for you. Jensen does have the flash, has a shockwave as well with Woody on the chase, with Junji on his way in. I don't think Jensen has a hope in hell of escaping this one. Shockwave down, could stop, but still. Jensen knew he was done for, isn't going to invest any summoners. Shutdown going over to Azure though. I think you would have wanted to wait that and give that to Ginger. Would have been a much more
similar response to what PSG just did in the previous play where they sent a bunch of people bottom. So this time around, FlyQuest are actually the ones getting the mid lane and top lane counter push after everybody goes and takes down Jensen. So it's going to be a bunch of traded towers here in the end, and PSG are getting some money, but as the map opens up, see if they can do anything with it. Teleports from both top laners have been used in their endeavors, and so Inspired soften up the front line. They split as they push mid lane minion wave first, then move into.
It's so risky though. Busio caught out, but that Olaf's going to chase into your backline. Busio falls low, flashes away. Bwippo could go in with the Ragnarok, and what are you doing? You're just surrounded by FlyQuest. The shockwave finds one as Maple falls. Azure tries to get the all-out out as Betty kills off Busio down towards the bottom side. Betty doing everything he can in this team fight to keep PSG in the game. Masu has to flash away, and now Bwippo is just sitting on Betty's face. Absolutely demolishes him, and FlyQuest win out the fight in the end. The Dragon low, Bwippo will take it. Jensen there to join up, and FlyQuest get the Drake. They get 3 kills. Yes, PSG managed to pick up.
Setup here. Bwippo now has got his 2-item power spike with the Serix Gauge, and now mid lane.
Look for Betty, no cleanse. Beautiful stuff from FlyQuest. They find their man and they send him packing into the dirt.
That's going to be Baron
Woody
for sure.
locked up as well, 6 feet under, joining his bot lane companion in the Baron in FlyQuest's eyes.
All right, they can start it up. Let's see, any kind of turn. They did use Shockwave, Nautilus ult, and Sedge ult. So Junjia, he's not even going to go over there for a Miracle Steal this time around. He has no flash, so Xin really...
Looking for something, can't find the back line, so Bwippo just eats a little bit of his HP bar. The Hex Soul 30 seconds away from spawning for FlyQuest. Inspired steps in. Junja does have the Crescent Guard back up, hit with the Glacial Prism. Whipper going in with the Ragnarok, and he's starting to roll through this team. Junja has to flash away, Chain of Corruption. Only hits onto Azure. The Face Call brings Woody out. Shockwave lands on 2 though. Magnastorm in by Woody, immediately better locked up as well by Busio. And this is a perfect fight for FlyQuest. In front of them are just pinatas to be slapped to the ground. 2 kills to FlyQuest. The Dragon up in 7 seconds time. And not really anything PSG can do but stand and watch.
Run,
He's gonna get out. His TP is out. Does Inspired have Arctic Assault? Nah, doesn't see him in time.
Oh,
Whippo lands the axe. And Junja will fall here. The Dragon will be next on the menu for Whippo and Inspired. You can see FlyQuest know they don't need their full complement to take it down. Instead, Master will push down bot. And you have to feel that unless something miraculous happens for our PCS #1 seed, it is all done in this best of 3.
Yep. Don't be too demoralized, though, PSG fans. This is not an elimination series. You still can.
It's an elimination game. I would be less willing to roll the dice. I'd probably play things a little bit more patiently. But as it's not an elimination game, Glacial Prison hitting onto Woody. There's the hook as well with the dredge line. Ragnarok onto the back line as immediately this Olaf begins to rip through them. Junja able to survive though with the Crescent Guard. Abusi is going to be the first to fall to the fight. Good Shockwave though means that Junja goes down. Benny cleanses away, but he's caught out. And Maple chased out by Inspired and Masu. Only Maple stands tall, and that won't be happening for much longer. Laid horizontal into the meat.
They'll keep Jensen there so they can get 2 objectives at once. Jensen finish up mid lane here while the rest of the squad grab that Baron.
Well, credit to FlyQuest. We talked in Picks and Bans about how Junja and Maple was like the key to this composition for PSG. If they could get them ahead, if they could get Junja ahead and have that facilitator in the Karma behind, perhaps they could win this game. But buff the means they get quicker when they're near a turret, so you can like speed them up a little bit, but not as much as you used to be able to do. As the Chain of Corruption goes down, Glacial Prism was invested as well. Junja with the Crescent Guard, but really I think FlyQuest is just using these ultimates to get the chip damage on the tower, to get it low enough that they can step in with their health bars and with their wallets and take these inhibitors down. As you said earlier, Jensen took the mid lane inhib tower, so the mid lane inhib should be short to follow.
All right.
Maple TP just walked his way back as Whippo takes the turret. Maple getting chased out. Good knockback by Azure. The Elder Drake has been started though, and that's really what I want to see. Knockback by Azure again gets the shutdown. The Elder Drake down to 5,000. Ginger with the Crescent Guard already used. Glacial Prison popped as well. The TP in, but Inspired smites the Elder as Woody dives in. There's 1. The Shockwave lands on 2. Inspired doing everything he can alongside Masu. Masu will fall. It's 2v3. Inspired and Jensen trying to do it all here, but Inspired falls low. Jensen finds another. Both Ginger and Maple almost beneath the execute. Another for Jensen. He gets a triple. Can he make it 4? He will. And with that, he TPs into the base to close out the series.
The Quadra and the Nexus for Jensen back on the international stage, and he's gonna finish the job.
It's a classic play. TP Olaf into the mid lane, take the bot lane, inhibit tower, fight around the Elder, Drake TP back, and then get the Quadra kill with the Elder, take the Nexus, win the series. And
these were some of the best highlights from the MSI 2024 play-ins matchup between FlyQuest and PSG Talon. Which moment was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below.